Welcome everyone to the AUDL Take. So with no AUDL going on at all, and really no Ultimate, no USAU, nothing really in the United States. We've seen in other countries a few Ultimate games played, but really we've been deprived of any type of Ultimate, and that really kind of brings up something that I've always kind of wished for, but we've never had except for in small doses. But you know, there's no Ultimate video game. There's no other avenue for simulated Ultimate. I think if we look back to the MLU, they actually had a game, I think back in around 2014, possibly maybe 15, maybe 13, who knows. But they had a very simplistic video game that you could download on Apple. And it was just your basic kind of Ultimate game. You know, you had the players cut on the vert stack. I think that was all they pretty much did. It was very easy to manipulate the game and get what you wanted out of it. But it was the first time that I actually had something like that where I could, hey, I feel like kind of playing like Ultimate right now. Let me just load this game up and just play. It wasn't very in-depth, but it was at least the start of something interesting. I know when the season first got canceled, I was looking for any type of Ultimate. I mean, I started playing disc golf apps. I played any type of version of throwing disc, but I've noticed that there was just a lack of Ultimate Frisbee, an actual game for us to play. Now, I understand how hard it is to actually build a video game. I mean, we're talking about, to make it well at least, coding for many, many months and actually having a lot of people. If you're only doing it with a small group, it could take even longer. And I don't think waiting for a big publisher, let's say like EA or 2K, to come along and really make a game for Ultimate is really realistic if we want to get this thing off the ground. I think if that actually were the case, we'd have to wait years and years and years. Why am I bringing up in this episode though? I think when we have these cancellations like we had this year, we're really missing some time of Ultimate. Now you've had the AUDL do kind of game of the weeks and kind of join other players and coaches to watch a game and kind of discuss it. We're missing an opportunity here to actually have simulated seasons during this offseason and actually have people come in and commentate them or have other players come in and watch it as well. I think having that kind of avenue or something for people to get behind and still kind of watch Ultimate, even if it's in a simulated form, can be very entertaining. We've seen that with football leagues. We've seen that with iRacing. There's a lot going on in the simulated world to make up for the fact that we can't do anything in the real world. Now, where do we actually start? I don't actually think we'd get a game that, I'd like it to be on the Madden level. Well, maybe not so much Madden. It's really kind of gone down the last decade or so, but someone like 2K, EA, I mean, these kind of companies aren't going to really jump in. Now, I think what we need to do is go the MLU route. We need to just build something kind of basic, simple. I'm not saying that it should even be free. We probably should crowdsource and kind of fund so that we can make the game a little bit better each and every reiteration, but having some type of simulated experience is going to be a great way to market the sport. Now, with the AUDL, it's a very specific type of Ultimate, so I don't know if we're going to be able to educate people if you made an AUDL version on it as far as what Ultimate is as a whole, but just any type of experience for Ultimate is just a way to get in people's faces, just let them see the sport, play it in some simulated way, whether it's arcade style or really an actual simulated experience. It's a good way to get the sport out there. It's a good way for people who may not have ever really been interested in watching it, but now they have an app to play, and for people like me who really want to keep things entertained, it'd be great for me to run like a simulated series where we could basically do a 2020 season and see who would have won based on what was inputted into the characteristics of the game. But there's just so much that we are missing here that the AUDL could actually, I think, of all the leagues, has the most money. I'm not saying they actually have a lot, but if there were people who are interested in coding and this kind of stuff, I think having an AUDL game out there, especially if we go into like the fantasy world as well, this is a good opportunity when there's so much actual sports being taken from us in a lot of ways. I think having a simulated experience is going to keep people engaged, and honestly, it might bring in some new people. Finding the right engines to build something like this, it's a big task, but I think if we kind of legitimately start from a very small position and just make a basic game kind of like the MLU did and build from there over the years, I think we're building a product. I'm not expecting this to make money, but like I said, in a situation like this where you don't have a season, the AUDL could have put on some simulated experiences of Ultimate, and having that option in the future will just be kind of exciting, and I would love to see what you guys think about it. This is a big idea. I think a lot of people, if they've watched AUDL Market, they've thrown up like video game ideas, and I think April Fool's jokes here and there that we got a game coming. And listen, don't do that to me, because I really want a freaking AUDL video game, or Ultimate in general. So I just want to know what you guys think. Where do you think would be possible? Is it really worth building a game? Is that just kind of a pointless thing? Is it not really going to bring in new people? Will it bring in new people? I just want to know what you guys think about it. What potentials, what is the potential of building something like that? I think the MLU app was something incredible. It was very basic, but I know some people who still have it. I unfortunately don't anymore. They did disband the game pretty much. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But that's it for this episode this week. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I want to thank you again, and I will see you next week on the AUDL Take.